Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to discuss about Taenia Saginata, one of the longest tapeworm, which is also known as beef tapeworm. The disease caused by this tapeworm is known as teniasis, and the larvae of the Taenia saginata do not cause cysticercosis, as that of Taenia solium, whose larvae cause cysticercosis in humans. Taenia saginata larvae do not cause cysticercosis. The worm is worldwide distributed, with an estimated 61 million persons being infected as that of 1981 estimate, and it is one of the longest tapeworm that is present in the human's intestine. The transmission occurs by eating raw or insufficiently cooked beef which contains the infective Cysticercus larvae, and when the humans becomes infected when they eat insufficiently cooked beef which contains the infective Cysticercus larvae. Now we are going to discuss about the life cycle. The life cycle in the human begins when humans eat insufficiently cooked or raw beef which contain the infective Cysticercus larvae, and the following ingestion the larva in the intestine attach to the intestinal wall with the help of its suckers. The Taenia saginata have no hooks as that of Taenia solium, which have a crown of hooks on its squalex and four suckers. Taenia saginata has four suckers but no hooks, so it's attached to the intestinal wall with the help of its suckers and then grow into a long tapeworm. After 2 to 3 months, it becomes mature and the gravid segments are formed which contains eggs. Each gravid segment contains about 80,000 eggs, and when the gravid segments become detached from the other segments from the worm, adult worm, then the eggs and the gravid segments are released in the feces, are passed in the feces. The adult worm which is mature is 4 to 10 meter in length, and it contains about 2000 segments, and each gravid segments contains about 80,000 eggs, and these eggs and the gravid segments which contains eggs and ruptured segments are also passed in the feces. And when these segments are capable of moving and they move to the site where cattle graze, these segments also migrate through the anus and release eggs on the perianal skin, and the Taenia saginata segments are capable of moving, so they move to the site where cattle graze and where the grass is present. So when the cow accidentally ingest the segments or in which the eggs are present, or the cow ingest eggs, so in the cow's intestine the eggs release embryo, which is known as oncosphere. The oncosphere then penetrates the intestinal wall and enters into the circulation, and after entering into the circulation it reaches the muscles of the cow and other intermediate hosts, where it grows and develop into an infective Cysticercus larvae, and after few months or years the infective Cysticercus larvae die and become calcified. The calcium deposit on it, which is known as calcification. As in the human body, it's a process. When anything die in human body, it becomes calcified. So the Cysticercus larvae becomes calcified and can be detected by X-ray. Now the life cycle is completed when the infected cow meat is eaten by humans, so the humans also gets infected. Now moving towards clinical features and pathology. Clinical features: infection with Taenia solium saginata rarely produces serious effects. They do not produce serious effects. There may be abdominal pain with intestinal disturbance, loss of appetite. Very occasionally, the migrating segments which move through the anus and release eggs on the perianal skin may cause appendicitis or cholangitis.